Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I was raised in a small town in Eastern Oregon as an only child with my dad who worked graveyard, so he was a mostly absent parent. I lived in an area with a large Hispanic population, therefore, from a young age, I can remember that I would stereotype them in a negative way without even realizing it. Now that I'm older, I appreciate and encourage diversity every day in my personal life as well as in my career. I started attending church at a young age to try and receive some guidance in life as well as to make some friends. It wasn't until later in life that I realized that I didn't really go because I considered myself religious, but that I just wanted someone to pay attention and give me the care that I wasn't receiving at home. Growing up in a blue collar town, I was taught that if I wanted to be successful, that school wasn't going to cut it and I had to work for someone else to provide for my family. School is my safe haven though. Not only did I enjoy learning, I truly enjoyed going to school because that meant that I got to see my teachers, and several of them actually inspired me to look into the career of teaching. As I grew up, my teachers also had a large influence on the development of my personality. When I took the few personality assessments at the beginning of the course, I was able to reflect on my traits and figure out if I had at least a few traits that can help aid in my success as a high school teacher. According to the article that we read about personality and career success by Timothy Judge and John Mueller, it says that there are 5 major traits that relate to career success in any field, and I believe that I already excel in most of these areas, at the same time being open to work on areas that need improvement. The career I decided to pursue is a high school psychology teacher. I chose this career because I love learning about why people are the way they are, and learning about how the human brain works just doesn't get enough time in other science classes. Although the needs and wants of my students come first, I think it's important to address mine as well. Like we learned from the video on career evaluation by Meridian Education Corporation, when looking at the first step in choosing a career, it is important to identify skills, interests, needs, and qualifications. When it comes to my interests, I think my passions for music and art can tie into becoming a teacher, especially at the high school level. I want to be able to make learning fun by creating playlists for lesson plans or study time, and help encourage creativity by hanging colorful artwork that pertains to the subjects that we're learning about. My goal is to be able to work for a nonprofit organization to be able to provide teaching services to children of different socioeconomic areas. Working in lower income areas with children from different cultures is my main goal for the type of work environment that I want to end up in. In becoming a teacher, I hope to not only educate my students, but leave a lasting impact on their lives through inspiration and guidance, whether it be related to school or personal life. I hope to be the kind of teacher that I had growing up because I felt heard and needed, and sometimes that's all a kid needs. In order to reach my goal of becoming a high school psychology teacher, I first need to complete my bachelor's degree in education or related field. I am majoring in psychology, and after researching further, I found that I am able to receive an alternative teaching certificate through my state by completing a teacher preparation program. I'd love to stay in Oregon to teach, but location doesn't matter to me as much. I also don't plan on having children in my life, so I will be able to dedicate more than enough time to my career. After completing my certification program and passing the license exams, I want to further my education by entering a master's program in education to further my knowledge as well as gain a better salary. Another way that can help reach my goal of becoming a teacher is creating a positive professional image early on. I understand that I need to maintain my professional image and not rely on others to tell me how I act. According to the article that we read on creating a positive professional image by Mallory Stark, it is important to distinguish between the image you want others to have of you and the image that you think people currently have of you. Teachers are expected to maintain professional image and hold themselves to the highest standards in society. Looking in the future, in 3 years, I expect to be finishing up my bachelor's degree and in the process of applying to a teacher preparation program. After I accomplish that, I hope to be student teaching within 5 years. In 10 years, I hope to be settled down and have a long-term contract in a school, whether it be public or private. Creating a continuing professional development plan will aid me in my success as a high school teacher. According to the article we read on continuing professional development by Colin Caja and other authors, lifelong learning is important to help maintain skills and develop knowledge. I want to especially be able to keep up with the advancement of technology in the classroom. Creating small goals such as taking classes to continue my training and overall help me stay on track to become the most inspirational educator that I can be. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I really enjoyed all that we learned in this course, and I will use these skills that I gained in my future educational endeavors.